Hi friends, this is Vijita. Welcome to my channel once again. Today in this video, I'll teach you the concept of input tax. I'll teach you the configurations of input tax and the uses of the same. Uh, hence, I'll start doing the configuration first. In order to do the configuration, we have to go to the SPRO path. So I'm going to SPRO. It will take a bit time. Taking a bit time. SAP reference IMG. Then financial accounting, again it is taking a bit time in order to display the page. Let us wait for a few seconds so that system will display the SPRO page. Now financial accounting, then financial accounting global setting, financial accounting global setting, then tax on sales purchase, then see there are two options: basic settings, calculations. The first two options, the input tax the tax configurations are being generally done under the two path, that is the basic settings and the calculations. So under the basic settings I'm going into, and the first option is check calculation procedure. I have to go into check calculation procedure. There is a defined procedure. I have to go inside the defined procedure. Again it is taking a bit time. Now it has appeared. Now there are a lot of procedures being offered by the system. However, you can define your own procedure here, but I am using one given by standard, that is tax NL. So I am picking it up. This is the tax NL transaction procedure. I'm going, I'm double clicking on the same, and you have to go inside the control data. I'm going inside the control data. This is how it looks like. So if you want to create your own procedure, then you can select any one of them and you can copy it as and define your own procedure. So this is the one I am using, which is offered by the system. These are the two main line items given here, that is the input tax. You are able to see the input tax. This is the condition type MWVS. This is the conditions type, which stands for input tax, and the account key against the same is VST. So these together define a combination which is related to input tax, and same as output tax as well. However, I'll cover the same in some other video, but as of now, regarding input tax, the condition type MWVS and account key VST, they together form a combination, and that combination is applicable for the input tax. Now I'm coming back. And going to assign country to calculation procedure. The procedure which you just have defined, or you are using the one offered by the system, needs to be assigned against your country being used by the company code. So my country is NL, and I have assigned the tax NL procedure against the same. So the one that you have defined, you have to assign the same against your country. So that's it. Now I'm coming back once again, and we'll be going to the calculation. I'll have to close the basic settings and now I have to go to the calculations. Now under the calculation, the first option, define tax code for sales and purchase, would be the one that I'll be using. Here it is nothing but the tax master. I'll be putting my country, that is NL. Here I have to define the tax codes. So this is nothing but a tax master. Here I'll be defining my tax codes. So under the same, yes, it has appeared. Now I'll be defining my tax codes. Let me take X1 would be my tax code. Now I have given the tax code. Now I'll be pressing enter, going inside. I have to give a description, input tax. Say I want to pay, I want to define it as 5%. Input tax 5%. Now tax type, I have to declare whether it is input tax or output tax. Going to tax type, and this would be for input tax. Now I'm choosing the input tax. Just pressing the continue button. See, here also system has given us actually these tax types, account keys and condition types are being derived from the calculation procedure that I have defined earlier. Means I have taken the one given by the standard, but once you will be creating your own, this section and this section, the condition type and the account key will be fetching from the procedure that you have defined. So my case, my combination was the condition type MWVS and input and VST account key. See, against the same combination, input tax is there, which is absolutely fine. Now I have to declare my tax percentage here. I want to keep it at 5%. So I have given 5% here. And as soon as I have entered the percentage rate, it has turned into blue as this line is activated. Now it is done. Now I'm saving it. So it's done. Now it will be taking a bit time in order to save the tax master. Yes, it is done. The success message has come. Tax code X1 has got created. Now I'll be going to OB40 in order to doing the account assignment against the input tax. This will be the GL account mapping. And before that, I'll show you that I have created one GL for input tax. So I'll be showing you the same FS00. The GL account for input tax that I have created will be shown to you now. Again, it is taking a bit time. Yes, this is the FS00 screen. Here, I'll show you how I have created the input tax account. Input tax, this is the input tax account. I'm displaying the same. It belongs to profit and loss account, and the account group has chosen as profit and loss account, as input tax and output tax both belongs to the profit and loss. It doesn't belong to balance sheet. Now I'm going to control data. I have given my currency here. I have chosen the line item display as it is required for the profit and loss group. Short key has been given as posting date. Create bank interest, the field status group has been given. However, the field status group and short key you can always give as per your wish, as per your requirement. So this is the input, this is the GL account for input tax. Now I'm going to the configuration GL account mapping. which I had gone earlier, that is OB40. I'm showing you once again, /n OB40. This is the OB40 screen. Now I have to go to the transaction is basically nothing but the account key, and for input tax the account key was, as I have shown earlier, VST. Now I have to search for VST, and I have to go inside and I have to give my own account number, input tax VST, double clicking on the same chart of account. I'm entering my chart of account, going inside. I already had given that, however I'll again pick it up. This is the input tax GL, so I'm choosing my input tax GL and I have given the same. Now I'll be saving the same. So it is saved. Now coming back, so configuration all done. Now I'll be showing you a transaction wherein I use the input tax. FB60 input tax is used for the tax which is being paid while purchasing something. That means it is used while posting a vendor invoice. So I'm going to post a vendor invoice with the same tax code. It is being opened up. Yes, it is opened up. Now I'll be choosing my vendor here, posting date here, amount, let me choose an amount, say 300. Here let me choose a GL account. This is for stationery. I'll be giving the amount. Now I'll be putting a text here. Yes, text. Now I'll be giving the tax type, tax code, and that is the input tax code, which is X1. X1 is for 5%. Now I'll be choosing the same tax code here as well. X1, yes, X1. Now calculate tax, this checkbox needs to be ticked on. It requires a CO object, so I'll be choosing a cost center here. Cost center, let me choose a cost center. Yes, chosen. Now pressing enter. I have ticked the calculate tax on. So going to simulate. Okay, this is a mandatory field. I have clicked on the simulate button. System will show me the accounting entry. Text, construction cost. Text is the vendor name, construction cost. Sorry, I had not chosen the tax code here. Sorry. So it was a mistake. Actually, I had chosen, but somehow it got wiped out because in the reference was given later. Hence, I had to choose this one. X1 is my tax code. X1 is my tax code. Here also X1 is my tax code. Let me put X1. X1 is my tax code. Calculate tax on. Yes, now it's fine. Again, I have to give X1. X1. Sorry, and it is saying account is not tax relevant. Yes, this was the warning system has given me earlier as well, which I missed to notice. Yes, friends, this is also a learning point. This account system is showing that this account is not tax relevant. Yes, it is correctly saying. I have to go inside this account, construction cost, then I have to go to the control data and see here posting without tax allowed and tax category. I have to, in the tax category, I have to go inside and I have to allow the all tax types. I have allowed all tax types. Now I'll be saving the same. The system will allow me to post tax against the same. This is the basic concepts. So I'm going to the vendor invoice once again. Now I'll be pressing enter. Again I have to give tax code here. Now here I have to give tax code as well. X1, yes, X1. Calculate tax is already ticked on. Now I have to go to simulate. System will show me the accounting entry that is being offered by the system. So construction cost debit, input tax debit to vendor, which is absolutely fine. Now the 300 cost that I have given is the 100%. That means the input tax would be the 5% on the 300 and construction cost would be the rest 95%. This is the normal system calculation. So this is how it has come up. This is how it has got calculated. Now what I have to do is I have to go inside the input tax. Here there must be some mandatory fields. Text is mandatory. I'll give the mandatory field here. Then I'll come back and I'll save the same. This will post an accounting entry. System will post an accounting entry. This message would be coming up. It is taking a bit time, but anyway. Yes, system has posted document 233. So it is done, and this is the concept of input tax. I hope this much is very clear to you. If it is not, then please put your comments in the comment section. Till then, if you have liked the video, then please like and subscribe my channel. Till then, bye, thanks and take care.